Hello, I'm Johnny Bravo. Today you're going under the musical influence of today's guest, Maura Korusek, on Under the Influence with DJ Johnny Bravo. So, are you in for a treat today? We have Maura here with us live in the studio. And the reason why I invited Maura on is because she is my daughter, one.
Lucky duck.
And two, we need a different perspective from a different audience because we're always talking on this show about how everybody's carrying their cell phones around and nobody's listening to vinyl anymore and all this kind of stuff. And Maura is going to set the record straight today.
Does I do all of the above? Right.
I don't know, but we're going to get a different perspective, and Maura's going to give you that different perspective, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, because I'm a teenage girl and everything I say goes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Something like that.
Great.
You got that angst, that
Stop.
teen angst.
I'm an angsty teen.
You need an angsty teen. Okay.
Yeah, good.
So are you ready? We're going to start.
The light is red. So exciting.
Maura, tell me a little bit about your musical self.
When you say your musical self, it makes me think of what's his face from the second Harry Potter, and he's like magical me,
Exactly.
mystical, magical, musical me.
Your musical me.
Okay, on your little prompt here, it says that I have to say my name, my age, and the decade I was born. So my name's Maura Korusek. Often I go by that. I was born in 2002. I'm 19. You're welcome. What do I say?
So she's already lost. Squirrel. There's the squirrel. You see it. So Maura, tell us a little bit about your musical self. Why do you like music? How did you, we're going to ask a bunch of questions today about music. Sometimes people are vinyl enthusiasts that come on this show. Some people are DJs.
Some people, as in you and Brian.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
Exactly. Some people are in bands.
I'm not in a band.
So you're not in a band.
I'm not in a band. I had music lovingly forced on me from a young age by my parents, which happened to be half here. And the other one is doing billing at a hospital currently. She might be eating lunch.
She could be eating lunch, but she's probably not because we didn't bring her lunch.
No, we didn't. She asked for lunch at 9:30 in the morning. And I get that she wakes up early, but that's not an appropriate time to be eating soup.
That is true.
I really want soup.
So we've already gone off the tracks on question number one. We can't even ask about the magical me.
I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. That's such a broad question. What did you do earlier in life with music? So earlier in life in music, I was in diapers because I'm a teenager. So earlier in life, I remember like just in the car and my parents are blasting Floyd and we have the windows down. But also I had these little CDs from Sunday school and I was just, blasting my Jesus music with the top down on the car and the windows down. I don't know if that counts.
You were blasting Floyd and your Jesus music.
Yeah, the Jesus music. I remember us listening to Toby Mac, and this like comes back all the time. Freaking True Dog, his son, which rest in peace. He had those little rap songs on his album, and every so often I'll get them stuck in my head, and they're like, and I still remember all the words, and I'll make Zane listen to them too because he had to hear them too. My baby brother Zane, and he just doesn't care, and I'm like, how can you not care? Like, this is True Dog. I was in love with him. I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anything about him other than the 2 songs of his I listened to.
Yeah, True Dog's back. Play it from another layer.
Stop. Don't get me started because I'll sing all the words and no one gets it. I just played it for Emma the other day and she was like, you're giving me flashbacks. Yo, I can't do this. And I was like, I know, right?
One time we were at a concert for Toby Mac and Maura like ran up to chagrin of her mom and like went down to the audience and touched Toby Mac and was like,
I touched his leg.
I'm never going to wash this hand again.
I didn't say I wasn't going to wash the hand again. I mean, that sounds unhygienic. I probably did say it though. I'm going to be real. But I did touch his leg. I touched his Toby Mac's leg in case he's listening. He's probably not listening. But Toby Mac, I touched your leg in like 2009 and I hope you never washed your leg again.
I don't think he did.
Because I'm famous, so.
I don't think he washed his leg and you didn't wash your hand.
I know, ever.
And it was
and
Toby Mac.
We're permanently connected and we're in love.
True Dog's back. I'm not sure if that answered the second question. And I told Maura, I said, don't skip ahead, squirrel.
No, but we also listened to Godspell. My song was Turn Back, Oh Man. And she like walks around in her little like cute little outfit and they're taking stuff off of furniture. And Zane was Light of the World. Those were the best. Oh my gosh. So good. So good.
Yeah, back in high school for senior year, we did the play Godspell. We would listen to that soundtrack from the movie of Godspell.
So good.
And we would sing those songs. And I was actually that part in the play.
Ooh.
You are the light of the world.
You are the light of the world.
Exactly.
No. But then he's like, oh, wait, what is it? No. And she's like, the tallest candlestick came with a girl without a wig. But no, that was Zayn's song. And those are the two things we listened to in the car with your truck. And we, like, I specifically remember, like, summertime. And I think it was when we were homeschooled or something. I don't know. We were really young. And we would only listen to Toby Mac and Godspell. That's all we listened to in your car. And then Mommy's car, we listened to Pink Floyd and Jerry Lee Lewis and Lollipop and Barbie Girl. Oh my gosh, the Mickey song. What's it?
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun.
You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
And I ended up seeing the video and I was like, why is she in a cheerleading outfit? Girl, what is happening? But I thought it was about Mickey Mouse. So that's why I was confused for the longest time because the only Mickey there is Mickey Mouse.
Well, that is true. But yeah, it was like a cheer. It was like Mickey.
But it was about Mickey Mouse. And I was like, why is this chick in love with Mickey Mouse? He's got Minnie. I was so confused for so long.
And Maura probably has that problem too that a lot of people have and that I know I have, that we speak in lyric. So you probably speak in lyric. You probably always have lyrics in your mind for songs, right?
I have lyrics in my mind. And Zayn does this thing where he'll start singing a song on purpose and then I'll finish the complete song. Like I will complete the whole entire rest of the song from that one lyric he sings. And he does it on purpose. You can ask him about it. And it's so irritating because then the song will be stuck in my head for like 3 days. I work at Amazon and we can't have headphones in and they don't play music. It's like... It's not a bad job or anything. I like my job. It's just so loud. And so I'll sing to myself. I'll pick a song and I'll sing to myself. And I do that at skating too because I'm a roller skater. At Nationals, I have a song every year. This past year, it was from Cinderella. And it was like, so this is love. Down, down, down. And I was singing to that. And then I messed up, but that's fine.
Yeah, we had Nicole on the show. And Nicole's our cousin. Maura and her spend a lot of time. Nicole has the music of her life basically on the phone, always playing the phone. Well, Maura probably doesn't need the phone. She just has the lyrics in her mind. She's just playing the lyrics in her head.
The majority of the time I'm just singing and it's really irritating and I really feel bad for my boyfriend Shane that he has to deal with that because I'm always singing. I sing what I do. I'll be like, I'm cleaning. I'll be like, I'm doing the dishes. Wow.
We talked a little bit about your musical self,
my
I guess.
Your mystical self. Yeah.
Magical Mystery Tour.
Good.
And
Magical Mystery Tour. I love that album. So good.
I mean, this whole podcast today is just prepare yourself because you got to strap yourself in. We're just going to go where you've never gone before.
Magical Mystery Tour. Step right this way. So good.
You told me a story earlier today when we were talking about this.
He bought me Chick-fil-A as a bribe for taking him to the car dealership to get my mom's car worked on, and I made him buy me gas.
Just telling all our personal business on the podcast today.
I have no secrets. My life is an open book. I've never done anything wrong. That's from Clue, by the way, in case no one's seen it. It's a fabulous movie. It's got Tim Curry, and I love him. He's really cute. I love him.
So not only does she speak in song lyrics, but she also speaks in movie quotes.
Oh my gosh, yeah! And the scene where they're at the dinner table, Miss Peacock looks like my Aunt Terry. And if you've ever seen my Aunt Terry, you're like, oh my gosh, she does look like your Aunt Terry. And I'm like, I know. She's like, oh my gosh, like they're sitting at the table, and she does this whole long rant, and I have that whole movie memorized. I could be in a one woman show, so if I ever quote Clue, you just have to get it, and no one does. Except for probably, my close family and Shane. Poor things.
Well, I know your mom gets it because she's always like, the flames on the side of my face.
Heaving very breaths. Yeah. So
all right,
good.
You told me a story earlier today. We're going to try to get to question number 2. I don't know if we'll get there. We might not get to any of the other questions.
We've already been talking for 45 minutes and everyone's left and Nicole's the only one listening.
Probably. She's like, where's it going to go next? I wonder where it's going to go.
Nicole's probably like, oh my gosh, we need to hang out soon. But I'm like scarred to go back to her house because the last time I was driving home from her house, I got in a fat car accident. So bad. Anyway.
So we're going to get to question number 2. When did you first discover music?
When I was in the womb, probably. I don't know. My parents are both, obviously, half of them being here with a music podcast and standing in a weird emoji man position holding a record on the internet. I have very influential parents with the whole music thing. They both bring different things to the table, though, because my dad's more like 70s up, I would say. And then I have people like Nicole, who I'm related to, who forced me to listen to Hot for Teacher when I was 12 years old, saying, "This is the best drum solo video you'll ever hear in your life. And so then later on in life, when I hear Hot for Teacher, and everyone's like, what is this? And I'm like, I'm Hot for Teacher. And like, I was homeschooled, so like that's my parents, so I really shouldn't be singing that. But and then my mom's more like, she really likes doo-wop and stuff like that, and like probably like more 40s to 60s is probably her vibe. And she likes random R&B 90s songs, which is such a weird combination because I'll play like, you know, Bobby Darin. Poor thing. Oh my gosh, you know, he had a heart condition. He died super young. Anyway, then she'll like, we'll play, what is it, Lil' Kim and TLC and stuff like that. And she's like, I love it when you call me Big Papa. Put your hands up there. It's just a weird combo for her. But my dad's more like rock, but he'll listen to everything. But more like they have their little combo things where we listen to Billy Joel and the Beatles and Floyd. Mostly Pink Floyd. Like we always listen to Pink Floyd all together. That's our group thing. Except Zane didn't get it. Like he's still not in on it. My brother, he's not in on it. He's a loser anyway.
Yeah, Zane's late to the party on the Floyd, and it's just a shame. We went to the concert, and he had his nose covered up for whatever reason.
Oh my gosh, shut up. You know they... I saw a security guard smoking weed, okay? Everyone was getting it. Like, it was my 15th birthday. That was my present. We went and saw Roger Waters. He complained about Donald Trump and, like, you know, during pigs. That's still so funny to me that he put his face on that big floating pig. Anyway, the lights for that show are also so amazing. But yeah, it definitely smelled like weed. And then later on, I don't remember where we were, but I was like, it smells like weed. And some adult was like, how do you know what weed smells like? And I'm like, look, I'm not wild, but I went to a Pink Floyd concert. I know what it smells like. Because then I also went to a cover band for The Dead, and you know it smelled like weed there too. Like, you just know. It's just a cover band, but it smelled like weed.
So now all the people that are on the podcast are probably, you know, calling the Parents Association. My daughter is 19 now, so she can talk about whatever she wants to talk about. And I didn't push any narcotics or any kind of drink on her.
Not drink.
And she went with her friend one time down to the islands.
Mexico. Don't call it the islands. What is wrong with you?
Caribbean. And she was able to drink, and she did not. So she's very responsible, more responsible than my
nasty. Why would you want that?
Wife and myself.
I was hanging out with a bunch of like teenagers or whatever, and they were drinking those like stupid little seltzers or whatever. They were like, you want one? And I was like, I'm good. And I drink chocolate milk, and like everyone else was drinking, and I had my chocolate milk in my hand. I was like,
and not to pick on Zane, but well, you know, he's kind of late to the party. I mean, he
didn't really get into music until like the last 2 years or something.
Well, and he was mad at us because we just recently went up to Boston and saw the 21 Pilots.
Oh, he wasn't mad. He felt left out. Don't call him out like that. He's not a little angry bean. I mean, he is. He wasn't mad. He was just like, oh, I wish they would have invited me. It was actually kind of pitiful. Like, if you think about it, it was really sad.
It was really sad, and we should have really invited him. And I didn't even think that he wanted to go because
he complains that a concert is too loud. All of us have hearing losses. You need to catch up to the party, pal.
He did do that at the Imagine Dragons concert, but he wanted to go 21 Pilots, and it was really sad.
Yeah. He also gets really mad because I would jokingly call him a fake fan because he doesn't listen to all the music or whatever, and he like thinks I'm genuine, and it was just a joke. I just don't think that he picks up on it. It's okay.
He was singing it yesterday, though. He had it in his iPod.
I heard it.
You know, his iCloud,
and he's
whatever
so
the things are.
picky about his music or whatever, because we'll get in the car, and my thing is he'll just like plug his phone up immediately, and I'd be like, play some sick jams, Zane. It's so fun because what he listens to is so weird. Like, it's so weird. I don't even know what genre it is. He got his Spotify Wrapped or whatever, and like the genres, I was like, I didn't even think that was a thing. Like, mine are always alt, rock, and like pop. I think those are my top ones, which pop I had a long time. It took me a long time to accept that I listened to a lot of pop.
Well, but you were also on for Andrew Lloyd Webber, like the #1 listener for Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah, I was in the 1% top listeners for Andrew Lloyd Webber, and it's because along with all of this amazingness that I listened to with Pink Floyd and all the rock and whatever, I also listened to a lot of show tunes, like a lot of show tunes. I could break it down for like freaking Wicked and The Waitress and The Phantom of the Opera, and I love Hairspray. Oh my goodness, Hairspray. I remember dancing in front of our big box TV, and like I remember like hearing Zac Efron say a bad word, and I was like, you're on Disney Channel, you can't do that. You know, it's really its own film. Like, he doesn't have to follow those rules. It's not on Disney Channel, Maura. Stop.
Well, and your mom even had you for nationals, had the lead from that show, from that movie.
Oh my gosh, that was such a big deal for me. I like had just gotten off this. So I was at nationals this past July. They have those cameo things. I've looked up to this woman my entire life, Nikki Blonsky. She's adorable, this short little thing, and she has like the thickest, like, what is it, New York accent, I guess? New York accent, and she's so cute. I love her. And anyway, she's the lead in Hairspray in the movie from 2007, which I prefer rather to the original or the Broadway ones. You can judge me if you'd like, but I don't think anyone will because it's just superb and it's superior, and that's my opinion. But she got me a cameo for Nationals, and it was Nikki Blonsky basically saying, like, good luck with your skating. But I roller skate and she said ice skating, but I'll forgive her because she's so flippin' cute. I love her. And she said my name incorrectly, but I still loved it. She said, like Maura, I think, but I love her. I don't care. I'll change my name to Maura. If she says it's Maura, then it's Maura.
Yeah, some people don't know how to pronounce your name.
That's okay.
You know, we have a friend, her mom, my wife's best friend's mom calls her, not Mara, but what does she call you? Ms. M.
What do you mean? Oh, Miss Marcella. She called, Maura. That's okay. That's okay. When people have accents, they can't say my name, which I like. That's fine. I had a friend from Australia. She, like, basically called me Moira, which is, like, I guess the United Kingdom and people with fun accents equivalent of my name, which is whatever. But it just makes me think of, like, Moira Queen from Arrow, and it's like, Moira Queen, you have failed the city.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny that you think that.
But I say that all the time, and everyone's like, stop it. But I stopped watching that show, and, like, I don't know, Felicity got shot or something. It got so dramatic, and she cries so much. That's, like, all I remember was her getting upset all the time. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I know we shouldn't be speaking of CW shows. Zane and I kind of stopped watching The Flash.
Why can't we talk about CW shows? Is there drama?
No, I mean, we can talk about it. It's just that it's not part of this podcast.
Oh, I forgot. I'm not going to be able to talk to you normally anymore because now I can hear my voice and it's really weird. But it's kind of like if you go to jail and you have to talk through the glass with the phones. That's how this feels because you're super far away. We should put our hands up to the glass.
Oh
my gosh. We're so in love right
me?
now. We're touching our hands.
All right. Let's go into question number 3.
I forgot there were questions.
I know.
Did I answer the second one?
I think you did.
Okay, that's fine.
We kind of went over some stuff.
I have to take a sip from my drink. Do you guys want an ASMR? Chick-fil-A ASMR, you guys.
So what was the first song that you remember?
I was telling you this earlier. It's like all the songs that we would play in the car. I really remember, for some reason, I remember Lollipop by the Chordettes. Like all the ets, I feel like I'm always saying them wrong. Like the Rodettes or something. They sounds wrong to me. Like I really remember Lollipop, and then I remember Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire. Like I remember that so clearly. And then Time. Specifically those 3 I remember really, really well. And also Leader of the Pack, which is also like a song my mom and I jam out to. And there's like hand motions and there's dancing and there's different parts that we pick. It's fabulous.
Your mom is so in love with Leader of the Pack. It's just insane.
I introduced it to Shane, and him watching me perform it, I think, is actually a gift to him.
I'm sure it is a gift to him. And
yeah.
he probably just doesn't even realize how much of a gift it is.
No, I don't think he realizes. Like, I don't think he really takes the time to appreciate all the choreography and the different like levels of singing that I can pull off by myself.
That is a very eclectic mix, though, if you think about it. I mean, just what she said, and most people probably like still.
I don't really think it's that specific.
Well, it is. I mean, people are like probably 10 minutes into the, they're still probably 10 minutes away from the show. They're like trying to get all that information that we talked about in the last 5 minutes. But she talked about Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lee Lewis, The Time, right? And then Leader of the Pack. I mean, that's just.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
kind of
that's
crossing.
Not really.
That's 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah, but that's just like 3. Like I could go and I talk about Fats Waller from the 1920s. Like he was one of the first black men on the first live television broadcast. All of his music was like performed live and recorded. Actually, in 5 years, it'll be 100 years old. So, I mean, we could go like way further on. We could go classical where, obviously it's a little different. Time-wise, music doesn't really, like, it's not that it doesn't matter. It doesn't really make it eclectic. It's just kind of like.
But all these things build on top of one another. The name of the show is Under the Influence, and that's what we talk about is musical influences. And you're talking about the 20s, but we just talked about 3 songs from different genres, 50s, 60s, 70s. And you get all of this from your mom and your dad. You've even gone a step further from it because, I mean, I'm a big historian on music, but I believe you probably know more information about stuff than I know.
Well, Fats Waller actually was introduced to me by my boyfriend, Shane. He has a doo-wop playlist that I listen to quite often. It's superb. He makes really good playlists. I have a hard time making playlists because my brain is so scrambled that I can't put them into like one place. I hope that makes sense. He's really good at like narrowing them down. And he even has like this 20th century playlist that is so good. Anyway, like Fats Waller, super great. He's a pianist and he's a singer, and it's so like soulful and like it's filled with so much heart. Like it's hard to like find stuff like that nowadays. Not that stuff isn't like filled with heart or whatever. Back then, everything was recorded live. I think auto-tune wasn't invented to like the 80s, something like that. Anyway, so like people like Freddie Mercury and Fats Waller, like they had to have like true real talent, and they like hit all those notes, and they did everything like probably not the first time when they were recorded, so well. Oh, what song was it? The Queen song where they like threw the microphone across the room to make the like, was it Bohemian Rhapsody? I don't remember, but I've read stories about that. But there's a whole lot of music history that you don't think about, like auto-tune and the editing and all the things that they had to do to make the certain noises that they do. It's so interesting. I've gone on a tangent. I don't remember where we started.
Exactly. And that's totally fine. I mean, I get what you're saying about the auto-tune. I don't
think anyone else followed along.
Well, they might have. And
I didn't even follow along with that.
They'll put this on pause and they'll listen to it over 3 or 4 days. It'll be fine.
They're going to have to. Their brain's going to short wire just like mine does. I really don't know how I started that sentence.
And it's okay. There's a thing on Netflix, and I'm always talking about these documentaries on this show. I was talking about I Want Your MTV a lot. There's this one called Pop or I Want Pop or something like that. And they're talking about auto-tune because there's one particular person that always gets in trouble for the auto-tune.
Is it Britney Spears?
No, it's the one rapper guy.
What rapper guy? Eminem?
No, I can't think of what his name is. T-Pain.
Ice-T?
Yeah, I think he's the one who gets in trouble all the time because they said that he invented auto-tune, which is incorrect. If you watch that show, Cher was the first one that had an auto-tune. She's like, "If you believe in love, I'm in love." Yeah,
I love Cher.
You probably do it better than
Oh my
me.
gosh.
That was auto-tune.
Believe in love after love. I love her. She's a vampire. I adore her. And even if she had work done, like people always talk about how Cher had work done. I don't care. She's queen. And I love that video where she's like, her mom was telling her to grow up. And she's like, when you grow up, I want you to marry a rich man. And she's like, Mom, I am a rich man. Yes, queen. Yes. Yes, she's a rich man.
Oh my goodness.
And she's like, can we have some commotion for the dress? What about the back of the dress? Like, oh, love her.
But yeah, she was the first one that did auto-tune. So you need to go and watch that Pop show. It's on I believe it's on Netflix.
I don't have the attention span for documentaries. I just like to have a conversation after about what you thought was interesting. And so then I don't have to watch the whole thing.
That's good. You want the like abridged version.
I want the Cliff Notes.
I want the Cliff Notes version, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, it's because like I won't pay attention. Like I walk into your room when you're watching them sometimes, and I'll sit and I'll watch 15 minutes, and then I'll learn something, and then I'll go and I'll tell someone else about what I learned, and it's just a pass on of information where I don't actually have to pay attention to the whole thing. Which I
was recently talking. I think it was on the episode number 4 with Chris about how I had you come in. I think it was on Nicole's episode 2 when we were looking at the Aerosmith Run DMC, and I told you that as young kids we lost our ever-loving minds.
I know that is so good, and I didn't even like. I know that sounds like kind of dumb. I never even put together like I never put together about the thought of how they had to bring the Aerosmith into it. I just didn't put that together. I hope that makes sense. Like, it's such a good song. I didn't put any thought into it.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's kind of like, what's the song with David Bowie and Queen? And it's kind of the same as Ice Ice Baby. I can't think of it.
Under Pressure.
Under Pressure. Yeah. They sound the same, and you just don't put that together. In my mind, at least, I didn't put that together for a while. I was like, oh, wow. And there's like this one note where you know it's going to be under pressure, I believe.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but they sound the same. It's like that, what is it, Stacy's Mom and that song by the Cars that you're always talking about. It's just like, they sound similar and you're like, oh yeah, but like you just don't put it together in your mind. You're like, oh, I know this from somewhere. But then you're like, oh, it's the 6th song. Woohoo! And you don't really care that it's not the other song.
Exactly. And I'm just over here beaming with pride right now because Maura's spouting out all this information about all this stuff.
I'm a genius.
And I don't think I had anything to do with that, but I just feel like
you did. The Stacy's Mom one you did, because I love that song. I love Stacy's Mom because it's just like, why are you talking about someone's mom like that? But Stacy's mom apparently is ultra fine, and he just had to write a song about it. But I actually saw the video, and it's, some girl my age is grandma now, like Stacy's mom is a Grammy. Love her. She was showing pictures of her grandma, and I was like, Stacy's mom is ultra fine.
Well, and also,
her mom is Stacy.
Have you seen the meme with Stacy's mom, and they put all those other songs into it, like West End Girls and Stacy's mom, and
I haven't. No,
and Jesse's girl turned into Stacy's mom.
Jesse's girl like kind of bothered me because like he's your pal. Why are you hitting on his lady like that?
It's like an 80s thing.
It's an 80s thing to like cheat on your people
or
like
think so.
Hate on your besties for getting someone cute or whatever.
Yeah, all my stories start off.
This is why all of my friends are gay. So I don't have to like want after their people. And they're like, ew, you're dating men? Yeah, I'm just dating one.
Just
the
dating
one.
one.
Just the one.
Do we want to try to attempt to take a break?
We're going to take a break. I don't even know what number question we're on. Did I answer the third one?
I think you did. The first song you remember, you gave us 3.
I don't know. This is just going to be like, did I answer the question? And then you're going to go back and edit it, and you're going to be like, no. And then I have to come back in here, and this is going to be 3 hours long. But yeah, we can take a break.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back on Under the Influence.
Wait, I'm going to sing us out.
You are still under the influence with DJ Johnny Bravo.
We are back. I'm Johnny Bravo. You are going under the musical influence of today's guest, Maura Korusek, on Under the Influence with DJ Johnny Bravo. I had to make sure I said that the way she wanted me to say that. She gave me instruction on how to say her name.
All I said is say it with more flair. Because before he was like, we're going under the influence with Maura Korusek. Like, that sounds so bad. Stop. You need to be excited that I'm here. I'm here. We're excited. We're happy. We're like excited to listen to what I have to say, aren't we?
Everybody that's tuning in for the next 4 hours are going to be excited.
Didn't you have like 33 people?
I don't think I had 33 people.
I don't know how many people you had. I just picked a number.
You just picked a number.
I just picked a number.
It's easier to make a list, and it's harder to get people on the show, because you call people and they're like, oh yeah, I'll do it. And then it's like, they don't call you back. And it's like, hey, what's going on with that? Like, I really thought you want to be on the show.
If I didn't live with you, I'd forget to do it.
That's probably true.
But I like hearing myself on the microphone.
You did come back to me and you said, hey, when are we recording the thing? When are we doing the thing?
I'm usually not awake. And I was like, oh, I'll have time. I really need to do laundry. I've been saying I'm going to do laundry for like 3 days.
Yeah, that is true. Mara is like a sleeper, but she does work at night. So that does,
That's my excuse, but I really just work kind of okay hours, and I really should be in bed, but I don't go to bed.
She's too busy doing other things.
No, I think I am an insomniac. I think that's my problem, because I'll like lay down and the lights are off, and I still can't go to bed. I really should talk to my doctor about that. And when I tell people, they're like, take melatonin. That's not the like answer to all of my problems. Melatonin doesn't work. It just gives you funny dreams. I had a friend at work tell me, just try to overdose on melatonin. You can't overdose on melatonin. Your body makes it naturally, babe. Okay? And she's like, I know you can't. I mean, it's whatever.
I don't know why that has me thinking of a song, but I don't even know. I don't even know. It's like I'm just sitting over here singing Melatonin.
There's this song
that you said, it's my lesbian song. Serotonin.
Serotonin. Oh my gosh. And it's like, chop my hand off. It's because he listens to Girl in Red. And if someone asks you if you listen to Girl in Red on the internet, that means you're a lesbian. And that's why. And it's because the people on Girl in Red, they're gay. That's like the thing.
But that's what it reminds me of, Melatonin. I was sitting there singing Serotonin.
Cut my hand off. I don't really know that song that well.
I know you don't, because I know it, but you don't know it.
You know who? There's this one Girl in Red song. It's called We Found Love in October. And it's like, we found love in October. That's why I love fall. And Nicole and I, a previous guest on the show, we both listened to that song. Like, and it's so cute. She's so cute. I love Nicole.
I love that you are the way that you're singing every song is like the same.
Well, I sing it in that voice because if I sing it honestly, I'm like, oh, that's embarrassing. But if I do it in a funny voice, it saves me the embarrassment.
You're only the second person to sing on the show. Chris was the first person to actually sing a song, and I don't remember what it was right now.
It's okay. I can redo it in case we need to do that.
No, that's all right.
What number are we on?
So let's talk about boyfriends. And you said it's no S on there.
There's
so
no S on there.
Normally it's an S for folks. I know for me it was an S for girlfriends.
Oh,
but
how many boyfriends have you had? I didn't know about those.
We'll talk about that later. But.
Oh my goodness.
So what was your first song, that couple song, or that first, song that you would do for like a long distance dedication? You didn't want to talk about the couple song.
My long distance dedication is to my best friend, Sarah Van Bibber. She's probably not listening, but I'll tell her to. I'll tell her to skip to the exact mark where I say this, so then she doesn't have ADHD, but she'll ADHD over it and not listen to the whole thing. We used to listen to a lot of songs when we were younger. She's as into music as I am right now. Her big thing is Phineas and Billie Eilish and everything, which that's fine. Good for her. When we were younger, it was this joke. We have this internet friend named Colin. He lives in Long Island. We're based in Virginia. Not her right now, but she's in California doing makeup school. She's so cool. I'll brag about her all day, so I'm going to stop. We used to listen to this song, and Colin said he did not like it. He loves heavy metal, all of these, old school rock bands or whatever, but he did not like I Was Made for Loving You, Baby by Kiss. And we were like, we love this song. We're going to listen to it. And it was kind of to make fun of him. And so we would listen to it. And I have videos of us singing it in the car together. It's so obnoxious. And I think that's our love song. That's the thing that came to my mind immediately. But we've definitely had like a bunch of other songs.
That's a good song, though, by Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You.
Oh, I think so, too. But he was like, it's too poppy or whatever. Like, it's
I'll tell you,
cool for him.
I'll tell you a story about Kiss, and I don't know if you know this, and you might, because you probably know all my stories back and forward. But Brian and I went to go see Kiss. I got free tickets to go see Kiss.
And you didn't have the makeup on?
They didn't have the makeup on.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
And I basically, it was like 3 openers or something, like Danger, and Slaughter, and somebody else.
Slaughter.
And then Kiss. And like, I was tired. Like, I'm working 3 or 4 jobs. I fell asleep. Brian was so pissed at me. He was so mad at me. And I'm like, dude, they don't even have the makeup on. He's like, yeah, but it's Kiss. I'm like, it's not Kiss without the makeup on, dude.
That's like saying, I'm not Maura without the makeup on.
No, but you're not Kiss. Kiss always had the makeup on. Like, they could go around in the 70s and nobody knew who they were. And then like in the 80s, they decided to take the makeup off. And I don't think their music was as good back then. You know, probably people on this podcast will be, you know, John, you know, I can probably dissuade you with this record or that record. I don't think so. Like, I think Kiss with the makeup on was where it was at.
I have no reply to that because their music is the same. Maybe they didn't go as hard because they're tired because they probably stopped doing drugs or something.
It could have been that. But I mean, maybe they were just tired of putting the makeup on. It's a lot of work. You girls know.
I mean, it's a lot of work, but like, it doesn't have to look good. Like, they're guys. You know what I mean? If Madonna would have gone out and she looked a whole mess, like, people would have been like, oh my gosh, she's so ugly and nasty now. Like, we don't like her.
I guess that is true. That is kind of sexist of me to think about.
Madonna.
I guess that is sexist to me about the Kiss.
I mean, they're nice to look at, but it also, like, the whole vibe might have changed if they took out the makeup. But I don't know. I've never seen Kiss.
I'll tell you the story about when I was at church camp and the one kid we were all doing clown makeup and he decided to do Kiss.
That's really ballsy for a church thing.
I know, it was really cool. And we had this like kind of festival, kind of carnival thing at the very end. Dude was rocking the Kiss makeup. I think he did the kitten, you know. So it wasn't as bad.
Oh my gosh.
The cat, it wasn't as bad. So
oh my goodness.
We all like cats, especially Zane. He's the cat whisperer.
He is the cat whisperer.
Whispers to the cats.
I have a son, and his name is Walter, and he's a cat. He's almost 2 years old. On February 6th, I think he'll turn 2 years old, in case anyone was wondering and wanted to say happy birthday to my cat. He likes Zane more. Every animal likes Zane more, and it really bugs me because I'm so, you know, amazing and sweet and awesome. But the cats don't like me.
He whispers to the cats, and when it's raining or storming.
He can't talk to humans.
And he goes out and gets the cats and brings them all in. And
he's like, I'm so worried for their lives. Dude, it's raining.
He cares for them and brings them in and puts them under his wing and everything.
Under his wing.
I love my boy Blue.
Uh-huh.
What's your couple song with Shane?
My couple song with Shane is Going Out of My Head by Little Anthony and the Imperials. And it's a superb song. It's really sappy, nasty. So love it. Not nasty in a way that it's like a gross song, but it's like sweet. And so when my parents think something is sweet, they comment vomit emojis on it.
I don't comment that.
My mom does. When my Aunt Kristen and Uncle Greg post all that sappy stuff on Facebook, she's the first one to comment, and it's like a vomit emoji.
Definitely on that.
Well, mine's not that bad because like Shane and I kind of banter a lot, and we're really funny to each other. When we do the sweet stuff, it's like, oh, that's kind of nice. But they're always so like snuggly and like, not that Shane and I don't snuggle, but they're always so like lovey-dovey, like, oh, I'm in love with you. You're the greatest thing that ever happened in my life, and I love our 2 beautiful children, and you know, I want to die old in diapers with you. Like,
die old in diapers with you.
You know how adults wear diapers? That's the dream.
That is the dream.
That's so funny. Be old enough to wear diapers. Lose bladder control.
And that's not a current song that you're talking about either.
No. The reason I like it is when he told me he had feelings for me or whatever, literally, just act like you can't hear this. But when he told me he had feelings for me or whatever, I told him it was my favorite doo-wop song. And so he played it on his phone when he told me. So
Shane is such a nice guy. Shane came and asked me if he could ask Maura out, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. And my dad didn't make him pay in cattle or anything.
I did ask for a couple of goats, but he said he didn't know what that meant. So.
Oh my goodness.
But I wanted a couple chickens.
Yeah, there's a whole, oh my goodness. So, you're so weird. Oh my gosh.
But he went and asked her out. He dressed up, put a tie on and a suit and everything, came to where.
He looked so ultra fine. I tell you what, I was at skating practice and it was the last one before nationals. And after that, I was going to work a JoJo Siwa concert. He brought me a full bouquet of flowers and he was in a suit or whatever. And I was helping out one of our younger skaters. He's really tall, actually. He was like 13 years old, but he's 6'4". So like he's towering over me. I'm helping him with his figures. He's like, Maura, turn around. And I was like, what? and I turned around and Shane was there, and I hid behind Tyler, tall 13-year-old. And I was like, is he real? Because I was like, what is he doing here? And I almost didn't go because my mother did not feel like driving me that day. And I was like, no, I feel like I have to go. And I had this like feeling. I was like, I have to go to this practice. And I told Shane my mom didn't want to drive me. He's like, what? And yeah, because he lives pretty far away from where I skate. Yeah, it was so funny. And I was there for like an hour, and the whole time I was hanging out with Shane, basically.
Oh, that's cool. It was like a God thing. He was, you had to go because God was telling you to go.
I know that always happens to me. He's probably gonna get like, why are you sharing all our little moments together? And I was like,
our personal business. Yeah. This is going all around the world.
I know.
Yeah.
We're on like question 2 and it's like 2 hours in.
2 hours and 40 minutes in. We hope you're still with us.
Are we really?
No, we're not.
Oh.
So what was your first concert?
Yeah. So my first concert was with my 2 parentals and not Zane. And it was the day before I got braces, and it was in 7th grade. I went to my first concert. It was Billy Joel, which is superb. He puts on a good show. Love that man.
And somebody at the show said something to you, right?
Oh my gosh. So you remember when those loom bracelet things were really in? Cadence, my cousin Cadence, she did those so well. She could do the starburst bracelet thing. I could never do that. But anyway, we were sitting on like lawn chairs outside. I don't know why we were doing that, but I was doing my little loom thing, and some older guy asked my mom, she was like, does she even listen to Billy Joel? She was like, she listens to the popular stuff, like Piano Man and stuff. I was like, I'm a real fan. I listen to his music. Thank you. Like, I didn't say that, but I said it delicate and dainty because I'm a little girl.
Gavin McGraw opened up, and he came up to the cheap seats. We were on the lawn, and he came way up to the lawn and was like singing to us and stuff.
I had a friend in daycare with the last name McGraw, so I was really confused.
You thought they were related?
I thought they were related. I was like, who's this guy? I don't know. I remember his name. I just like don't know. I still no memories.
He was on like one of the shows. Like, I don't know if it was the ones with the seats that turn around or whatever.
Huh?
Yeah. He was on one of the music shows. He was on the.
They have seats that turn around?
Yeah, on that one show.
That's like that roller coaster we went on.
And then the other show, American Idol. What's the one that the seats turn around?
I don't know.
They just recently had Donut
The Voice?
Liquor. Yeah, The Voice. I think he was on one of those shows.
I thought you meant the audience. I was like, that's kind of fancy. What are they doing? Like, there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
No, they recently had Donut Liquor on there.
Oh my gosh, stop calling her that.
I will forever remember her as Donut Liquor.
She dated Big Sean, and she thought it would be funny.
She licked some donuts in the donut store.
It was just like 2 or something. I don't know. I feel like you could sell those for a lot of money if they would have informed them. If she would have informed them that she licked the donut, they'd be like, oh my gosh, it's $10,000. You want to buy it?
Probably so, but I just can't get into her because she licked the donuts.
Oh my gosh, chill out about it. I mean, it was kind of a big deal, but it was in like 2015, so chill.
I guess I should be over it, but I'm not.
Just call her Ariana. It's okay. People are gonna be like, who are you talking about?
Donut
She's
liquor.
So pretty on that show, like all of her makeup and hair and everything. Not that she was ugly before or anything, but her hair and makeup and costume, she looks so good. I think she seems like a really nice person, but
she might be. And I remember from that show that Sam and Cat. She was Cat on Sam and Cat, right?
Yeah, but she was Cat on Victorious, which I prefer.
That's right. You guys did watch that show too.
Sam and Cat, Zane really likes Sam and Cat. I think I was too old when I watched it because I was like, oh, this is cheesy. But Victorious, I still watch Victorious, and I'm like, this is a superb television program. It is. It's superior, superb. I use quirky. I'm quirky. I use quirky lingo like you do because you always pick the weirdest word for things. Have you noticed you do that? Because your father does it too.
Well, I know my dad does it. My dad actually makes up words. But I use quirky words.
He used to call Chick-fil-A Chick-fil-A. Why are you doing that?
What kind of words do I say? Is it different from him or the same?
No, it's different. But you do it in the same way that I do. I guess I do it in the same way you do because you did it first. You just pick funny words. Like instead of saying house, I say humble abode. And you do the same thing. Like why do I have to say that? Why can't I just say, let's go to my house?
Oh my goodness. Dad used to say when we were going down to the beach, when we passed under the bridge and the first exit is Willoughby Split, going down to Virginia Beach. And he would always say Willoughby Spit.
Why?
I don't know. It was just his thing that he would do.
Come on, John 1.
I know. Let's ask you what your first music purchase is, and see we're gonna stop here for a second because a lot of people are gonna assume, okay, well, she probably hasn't bought any music. It's probably all streaming. I'm gonna tell you, Mara's a little bit different. So, was it vinyl, Mara? Was it tape? Was it CD? Was it stream?
So the first day that I went and because you've bought me records, but the first one I remember buying for myself, a vinyl record, was Hunky Dory. And after that, I think someone lent it to me or you got it for me. It was Ziggy Stardust. But my first vinyl purchase was Hunky Dory by Mr. David Bowie. Adore that man. And my favorite song on there is Life on Mars. And my nickname is Mars, so I feel a very personal connection to that song. One of my favorite lyrics is like, Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Because it just makes sense to me. I don't know why. He grew up a cow and it makes sense.
That does make sense. Mickey Mouse
Doesn't
grew up as a
it?
cow.
I don't know why. It's two different animals, but Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. And it's got so much power behind it because it's just like a chill ballad. It makes no sense. None of it makes sense. And then they go look at the lawman beating on the wrong guy.
It makes sense to me because in the cartoons for Mickey Mouse,
It
the
had the-
cows look like the mice. So it could
Well, even
totally grow
the
up a cow.
dogs look like the mice.
That's true, too, because most people don't realize that he's got a dog, Pluto.
And then he's got a friend dog that he hangs out with. Homie, what's up with that?
Yeah, and he's not really a dog, though.
No. Wait.
Is he not? I don't know.
No, Goofy's a dog.
Goofy is a dog? Okay.
Goofy's a dog. But the first friend that was introduced, I believe, was Goofy. I think he was introduced before Minnie Mouse even was introduced, which old school Mickey and Minnie are like my favorite. I like her little daisy hat, which I get from your wifey, but...
You remember when we were at Disney World that one time and Goofy was trying to pick me up, kept looking at me all crazy?
No, but that sounds very sensual and I'm happy for you.
It was like a furry moment.
Ew, stop. I told you all of them dress up like wolves and foxes.
That is true. I guess a dog wouldn't be
No.
considered, cool.
No, there's that video with Goofy, the court video. It's like, I'll do it again. Shane quotes that all the time. It's so funny.
Oh, I love all the videos that you show, and your mom just totally hates when
I
you
show
try
my
to show her
mom
video.
TikToks, and she doesn't appreciate it.
She's trying to show like 10 videos at a time.
Someone called child services because I feel unappreciated.
Mara's love. What's your love language,
My
Mara?
love language is physical touch, and my mom just doesn't, and food. But my mom just does not appreciate my physical touch love because I'll try to hug her, and she's like, Mara, it's hot. Mara, it's hot. I can't. I'm like, okay, queen.
Can't do it right now.
No. But then your love language, yours is annoying me. That's your love language. You're like, oh, I love Mara. Let me irritate her.
I feel like I have to
flick
make
my
up.
ear and he'll blow like on my face or whatever. And then he'll like kick me or like pinch me with his toes. Like, why are you doing that? That's not love. That's annoying.
I feel like I have to make up for your mom that doesn't show
Apparently.
you a physical touch.
Apparently.
Where were we at?
We were talking
Squirrel.
about my first purchase, but
Okay.
also the same day that I purchased Hunky Dory, I also bought a bunch of cassettes because for some reason cassettes are fascinating to me. And I know all of you people my dad's age are like, what is wrong with you? I used to have to twist it with a pencil. Those are not cool. But I bought the Blue album, like the Blue Beatles album. I bought the double cassette. I was very excited. And I went and I was listening to my favorite side of it, which I believe is the second one. I don't remember. It unraveled. The whole thing unraveled and I couldn't fix it. I was so sad. And so then I pulled out the actual vinyl and I was like, this is better, but I still think cassettes are cool.
Welcome to the world of cassettes.
I was so sad. And I just spent $14.50 on them.
Yeah, welcome to the world of cassettes. They would break, or you.
So mad.
It would skip, or the tape would, and then it would just spit all out.
I have Aerosmith, I have Def Leppard, I have The Police, and the first song is Roxanne, and I'll just like replay it. Freaking love it. Like, Roxanne.
I love it when you go into your like
I
singing.
love it.
We should do a whole.
And I have Trench by 21 Pilots, which is a newer one, but still superb.
We should do like a whole show about you just like.
I
going,
could break into
like,
so many songs.
We'll
right
just
now.
get the folks on Twitter and all the universes
Twitter. What?
out there, all the socials, Instagram and
Social.
Vine and whatnot too.
Vine died in 2016. What is wrong with you?
I know. I'm just saying because Mara still shows me all these Vine
I
videos.
love Vines. If you don't speak in Vines, you're not my age.
I know this isn't part of the
Because you
podcast,
just
but
missed it. Well, I was planning on not talking about the subjects and just going.
that's all right. But your Vine, one of your Vines has inspired me lately because I've been having a tough time at work.
What is
So
it?
my new thing for the Vine that you showed me, that one guy got the tattoo on his neck.
No regrets.
No regrets. That's like been my mantra lately. It's like
regrets.
no regrets.
Yeah, because if you don't regret getting a tattoo that's spelled incorrectly, then you really have like no other issues in your life.
Your mom was recently excited because we were looking at the 21 Pilots website and they have the new Scaled and Icy on colored cassettes.
Oh wow, cassettes.
Yeah.
Well, I have the Trench one, so I need that one. So let's get on that.
Well, Christmas is coming up, so
I know.
Isn't that what parents always say around this time?
It's Christmas is coming up. Be
Christmas is
good.
coming up.
I asked for a bunch of lipstick. That's what I asked for.
Yeah, it's like if you need anything at the store, like Mama, I need shampoo. Christmas is coming up,
I asked for shampoo. I'm a big kid now. I don't get Littlest Pet Shops. Oh my gosh, my favorite Littlest Pet Shops, in case anyone was wondering, was the turtle Littlest Pet Shops. They're so flippin' cute with their little like weird head shapes. Love them. I love turtles. This old man on TikTok, he's a big snapping turtle. He's 29 years old, and he's his bestie, and he pets him like a dog.
Yeah, Maura, for people out there, don't use straws. Maura is trying to save the turtles.
Okay, look, it's okay. You can use your straws, but just like deposit them in the trash correctly. That's all.
But what doesn't make sense, and to me, is that everybody's using the plastic top.
Okay,
and the other plastic stuff, and it's like the straws.
Well, yeah, the thing is, though, like, it would get stuck in the turtles' throats and stuff. That's the difference. Like, different shaped plastic does different things.
So you save the turtles.
Save the turtles, but, like, also just deposit your trash correctly and try to recycle.
Exactly. That sounds good.
Then we can have more recycled notebooks. I think this looks so swanky.
I do like the recycled notebooks now that you say something.
Yeah,
and the napkins.
They always look nice. They always look nice. And then you don't feel
paper.
bad about using them.
Recycled toilet paper, some of it might hurt, though.
I don't think it'll hurt. I think it'll be baby butt smooth.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
So a lot of breaks.
I know. Hang on.
You are still under the influence with DJ Johnny Bravo.
We are back. I'm Johnny Bravo. You're going under the musical influence of today's guest, Maura Korusek, on Under the Influence with DJ Johnny Bravo.
If you're still here, I'm giving you a big hug.
Yes, because we've been doing like a marathon here, and it's okay. We're raising money. What are we raising money for? Ourselves?
Raising money, son?
Yeah, I think they should just like maybe at the end of this podcast, they can go to my Cash App.
I was just telling my cousin that I would love to make a GoFundMe for gas money because I'm a broke teenager. I just made my dad buy me gas. I think I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, and that's why I think you should put some money in the Cash App at the bottom of the podcast.
Do you have a Cash App?
I do, so I can afford to spend money on your gas and to buy you Chick-fil-A because Maura lives at Chick-fil-A.
Oh my goodness, yes. Chicken tortilla soup is my best friend, and if Sarah's hearing that, I mean it. My best friend's name's Sarah. I mentioned that earlier.
We did talk
I love
about
soup
Sarah
more than her.
We talked about her Phineas obsession and Billie Eilish, and she went and saw Phineas twice.
Phineas twice, and he just dyed his hair pink or red or something, and Sarah was like, "He looks so good."
I would love to have gone to see Phineas with her because she would have been like awesome.
Oh, I know.
To see Phineas with.
Sarah, I think, is a really good concert companion because she's really like rough around the edges with love. I say that with love. Because she can like knock over a girl. I remember her telling me in skating when we were like 8 years old. She went to nationals before I did. And this girl was like coming up behind her. And so she elbowed her in like the sternum or something. She's so cool. I love her.
Before we get into this next question, I don't know, hopefully this doesn't go with this question, but I want to ask the song that you've always wanted to skate to, but your coach, Stephanie, won't let you skate to it. What is that song?
There are a few. So I really want to skate to Music of the Night from the Phantom of the Opera. It's just so pretty and nice, and I wish that I had the ability to skate to it. That's more like one that I wish I did dance, like free dance to. I think it would be so gorgeous. And then this one, my coach said no. I did this instrumental to Mama by MCR, My Chemical Romance, which was beautiful. And she said no because the bass was too much. Okay, Queen. She said no, but that's okay. There are a few. I don't know. I'd say those are my top two ones. A lot of people skate to Queen.
That's the one I'm thinking about. What's the Queen song that you want to skate to?
Oh, that one, Fat Bottom Girls. I'm very connected to that song. I feel very like attached. Yeah.
Fat Bottom Girls make the rockin' world go round.
Rockin' world go round. I love that song.
And I mean that's a skate song.
That's a skate song.
Like, you gotta be on roller skates. A lot of people
skate to like major Queen songs, but I feel like no one appreciates that song. I don't think USARs, the people that like control skating, I don't think they would appreciate that song.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't.
No, but like, oh my goodness, just like imagine skating to that song. Like, I think that I could do it justice.
So what is your favorite song?
My favorite song has always been the same. It has not changed since I was a small child. And actually, the songs that I remember from the car, this is also one. It's Hotel California by the Eagles. And I have like certain memories attached to it. And I have a visual in my head of like each part of this song. And so that's why it's my favorite. And when I think about it, I also think about Zayn playing like the air drums or whatever, like getting it. There's a video of him doing that somewhere. I can just see everything happening in it. And it reminds me of the like road trips we would do to Florida. On a dark desert highway.
We would definitely get in the car and drive to Florida all the time.
We would
Still do.
every year, yeah. So that's what it makes me think of. And I've also heard it multiple times in Florida, so it just reminds me of like going to Florida because they played it last time we were in Disney Springs. They were playing it live, and I just seem to have a really big connection to that song. And I don't know, it's always my favorite since I was a child. I would always play air guitar. I always called dibs on a guitar, and Zane would always play the drums. True story, bro.
And that's going to be part of your band, and y'all have a band that y'all have started.
We have a fake band
Yes.
because we can't play instruments. And Sarah's in it too, actually. It's called Crippling Depression. We're going on tour next year, so in case anyone wants tickets.
I really like the name of that band.
I know, it's so good. If there's anything I can do, it's come up with a name. Did I mention my cat's name's Walter?
You did.
I know.
In the new movie Shang-Chi, his friend is saying basically Hotel California is a good way to get people away from you.
It's a good way to confuse people, is what she says, actually.
Exactly. See, exactly.
So good. It's so good. Just every part of that song is so good. I love the instrumentals. I have everything memorized. I sing the instrumentals, which is probably not the best for any company I have around me at the time, but it's so good. Like, ding, 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 ding.
I love that she goes
So
in that
good.
voice. It's like a lounge singer.
Oh my goodness, that makes me think of Sister Act.
So
you know how she's a lounge singer?
Yes.
And she sings like, "Be my little baby." I think she sings that one. Oh my gosh. I think she sings that one. I could like sing us out. I'll sing us out with a song.
All right, let's do that.
Let's do that.
We'll do like like old school Johnny Carson when they would sing, the song.
Good.
All right, what is your favorite band?
My favorite band, I have two favorite bands, and I am very specific on favorites. And I'll tell you why, because when you walk up to someone and they're like, "What's your favorite song?" and you go, "I don't know," that says a lot about you. You're indecisive, and if I ask you where you want to get dinner, you're going to say, "I don't know," which
I don't know. Where do you want to go?
Stop. Don't ask me that. I asked you to pick, you pick, which Shane does that to me all the time.
I'm not sure. Where do you want to go?
Stop. Shane does that to me all the time. He'll be like, I'm hungry. Let's go get food. And I'll be like, "Where do you want to go?" And he'll be like, "I don't know. Where do you want to go?" Stop. You pick. You pick.
No, you
But
pick.
My favorite band is Pink Floyd. And then I also have a little addition, which is 21 Pilots, which is newer. But Pink Floyd has always been my favorite band because when you like sit back and you listen to their music, it's like a sensory deprivation tank.
The other thing about both those bands too is most of their records, at least the back half of their catalog for Pink Floyd, you could just listen to like
The
nonstop.
whole thing. I was doing that earlier. I was listening to Dark Side earlier, but last night I was listening to The Wall, and I'll do that every so often. Wish You Were Here is next because that's the order I always go in. Can't explain it. Can't give you a reason, but it's just so good. All of it is so good. I remember in the middle of high school, I don't remember what year it was, but I had 3 of my friends and we were all having a sleepover and the lights were off. And my friend Emma, we're still very close. She has one of those little Alexa things in her room and she would tell it to like play a playlist on Spotify. And I'd be like, "Girl, we have to listen to this album real quick. Like it's so dark in there." And I was laying on this like cot thing, so it's basically like suspended in midair, and I was like, "We have to listen to Pink Floyd right now." And I like put my arms out to my side and we were listening to Pink Floyd, and I was like, "Do you guys feel like you're floating right now?" And they were like, "No." I was like, "No one understands me.
No one gets me.
No one gets me."
I like Dark Side. That would probably be my favorite. This probably really a close second is Wish You Were Here.
I'd say Wish You Were Here is probably one of my favorites. Or probably my favorite. Now, theatrically, I love The Wall. And I've never seen the movie. I love Wish You Were Here and Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I love listening to that all the way through. I like listening to both parts. I think it's superb. It makes me think of my Aunt Jen, who's freaking bonkers, who I get compared to quite often.
Well, and I think, The Wall would be third, and probably a close fourth would be Momentary Lapse of Reason.
Momentary Lapse of Reason is so good. Also, all of their covers, like their album covers, are so weird, and I adore that. And actually, the Final Cut as well, one of their later albums, for you people that know that, Miss Nicole Watts has been like giving me the rundown on that and why I should like it. And I'm like, I agree. I like it. I love Pink Floyd. I listen to only a few of their albums. Like I listen to Metal, I listen to Animals, I listen to Momentary Lapse of Reason, I listen to Dark Side, The Wall, Wish You Were Here, all of those. But like the Final Cut kind of gets left out. Also, Atom Mother, so weird. So weird.
Some of the earlier stuff is almost like Halloween kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy Halloween type stuff.
Yeah, because like their instrumentals are so like unique and unique to the point where it's like, oh, okay.
I just feel like I'm going to hear, and just like something
It's
coming down the
unsettling.
street.
Some of it's unsettling, but it's still like really great. I just personally don't know. Like I don't listen to it all the time.
Well, and most people wouldn't consider Momentary Lapse of Reason real Pink Floyd either.
whatever. Dirty haters.
So
the last song I was listening to was Us and Them. That's so funny. And that was the actual tour that we went on for Roger Waters, was the Us and Them tour. Fun fact.
that was the last tour we went on. And the one that your mom and I went to that we didn't take you was the entirety of The Wall.
Haters. You guys are haters. And my mom brings up all the time that her dad and her sister went to see a Pink Floyd concert when she was younger, and all that she got was a t-shirt. They went to the Wall concert. My two parentals, they went, and I didn't even get a t-shirt. They left me here. I think it was in Pennsylvania. I am such a hater because I've liked Pink Floyd my entire life. It's not like I was, whatever. I was in 4th grade or something. I can still go. I would still appreciate it. At least I would have the opportunity.
At least you'd have that memory.
Yeah. What are your favorite Pink Floyd songs from the albums? Because I was just thinking about this one song and I could not think of the name for some reason. But from Metal, Fearless, which Nicole and I have also talked about. I think that song is so good from Metal. Dark Side of the Moon. Your wife hates it, but I love Great Gig in the Sky. And I'll tell you why. Because before I was like, oh yeah, this song's good, whatever. Dark Side of Oz, that's what it's called on YouTube. Because I don't have to sync them like you old people do. Peace and love, old people. Watching The Wizard of Oz with Dark Side put over the sound instead of the audio from the movie. While Great Gig in the Sky is playing, the beginning is like, I'm not frightened of dying. Anytime will do. Why should I be frightened of dying? Everyone's got to go sometime. Then the tornado turns on and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so powerful. And ever since I watched it, my old boss, Danielle from the skating rink, told me to watch it. It is just like, it just gave a whole new meaning to the song for me. And I love it. It's like, oh, wow. And actually, there's a really interesting story behind the girl that sang that. That was her first try. They were just like, go in there and sing some notes. And then she did. And then she didn't even know that they put it in the album. She saw it later on. And she was like, oh, that's me.
I don't know if I could pick a favorite song. I mean, I like the Wish You Were Here songs. I have to listen to the whole album. I can't just listen to one song. But if I had to listen to one song, it'd probably be like Learning to Fly.
You like Learning to Fly?
Or On the Turning Away, if it was just like songs.
Yeah. Well, from each album.
If I get into like anything off of Dark Side, I just got to listen to Dark Side all the way through.
I love Dark Side, but Great Gig in the Sky, that's like the one I listen to all the time. And it's because it just, there's no words in it. And for it to mean so much to me is so interesting. It's like listening to just an instrumental at the beginning of a Pink Floyd song. And you're like, oh, I love this. This like feels a certain way for me. And it's the same way with someone screaming, which is why your wife doesn't like it, because she's just belting, which I did chorus for a bunch of years and I know how hard that is. I just love that song. The instrumentals and everything is so good.
Yeah, the Stones have some songs like that where they have the background singers that are just wailing like that too.
Yeah, but it just adds some soul to it because it's so difficult, but it just adds so much emotion to the song.
It really does. Now with the 21 Pilots, both of our faves, and pretty much used to be, like our whole family. We went to that first concert all together.
In 2017.
Yeah, the Blurry Face. No, it wasn't Blurry Face.
No, it was Emotional Roadshow.
Yeah, it was their second or third
It was the
go
second
round.
one.
Yeah.
Because might have been the third one. I don't remember. But
I don't know either.
I think the Blurry Face tour went after the album because the album was released, I believe, in the December of 2015. I believe. You don't quote me on it. And then I think the main Blurry Face tour was in 2016. And then I think we got the beginning of Emotional Roadshow.
Yeah, we've seen the 21 Pilots 5 times now.
5 times.
Yeah, and the family only went that once, but
the rest has just been my dad and I. And then the third one we went to, we brought my boyfriend and a friend. It was a good time. It's always a good time. They put on a great show.
The last 2 we've been in the pits.
Yeah, we have.
But not in a bad way. Like not in the pits like that.
What is bad about that?
We're in the pits.
Oh, please.
So what are your 21 Pilots, like if you had to pick their favorite albums, what would you rate them?
Oh, also, Wish You Were Here. I don't think Welcome to the Machine is talked about enough. Just think that is fabulous. And Shine On You Crazy Diamond, of course. Oh, I forgot to mention, when I was a kid, one of the songs I remember, Iron Man.
Because that was Lovey Lambs.
I know,
Zane had this...
Lovey Lamb. But like my old coworker, Brittany, and I, we go hard to that song. It is so good. It is underappreciated, and Iron Man is just so good. And Nicole told me that their guitarist, the reason why their guitar is so interesting is because he's missing a finger. It seems to be common knowledge, because every time I tell someone and I'm like, this is fascinating, they're like, yeah, I don't care. I've been new.
Yeah, like, Iron Man, because Zane had a Lovey Lamb, and
he had a stuffed lamb, and his name was Lovey Lamb.
And so that was his theme song, was Iron Man.
Yeah. It was so good.
So 21 Pilots, what would you say if you had to rank their albums? What would you say?
Rank them? Oh, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I think that it's good. I really like a few songs off of the new album, but it's not top for me. I really like Trench. I think Trench and Vessel. And I really like their older stuff. which they don't count, I guess, because Josh Dunn wasn't involved, but Regional Best and the 21 Pilots self-titled album, I believe they are really, really, really good. I don't know. It's just hard because, you know, it'd be like raking the Pink Floyd ones for me. It's just kind of hard.
Yeah, they kind of all just kind of go in together. I think if I had to pick a favorite, Vessel would probably be it.
I really like Vessel.
Vessel is just the best to me. But, you know, Blurry Face and Trench, they
are so good. They really perfected everything with Trench. When I listen to that, I can listen to that all the way through.
Yeah, the Trench is really good. And Blurry Face the same way. I mean, those albums, you can just listen to them all the way through. And Scaled and Icy, a lot of people, you know, have been down in that one. Not like in a bad way, but just it's like not their best. But it's still a good album.
Even for like not my favorite, it's still a really good album and I can listen to it all the way through. It just doesn't have the same feel as I would say their older albums do.
Our very last concert before, you know, all the 2020 stuff hit and the COVID stuff hit was...
We had gone every year. We had gone every year except for 2020, which I don't think counts. Because we saw them twice in 2019, so we can just spread that out.
Well, that's true, but that was our very last concert, like that October 2019.
Yeah, and then everything hit the ceiling fan.
And then coming out of everything, our first concert back, but it was their live stream.
Yeah, and then we saw AJR, and then we saw 21 Pilots. Which AJR actually, like, I'm not a super fan of theirs. I've been listening to, you know, whatever was popular from them since, like, I'm Ready came out, which I was like, oh my gosh, it has SpongeBob in it. That's so sick. But, yeah, they are like a cute little group of guys. Well, they're brothers, but you know, like they put on a really good show. It felt very like I felt like I had a personal connection to them, which is really hard to portray through, you know, a huge group of people.
They were very good, and I'll tell you, Way Less Sad is on my playlist I listen to all the time, and also Bummerland. Here I am.
The sound for TikTok has gotten really popular. It's like, can we skip to the good part? So good.
Yeah, Bummerland is one of the songs I listen to a lot, and Way Less Sad. I think those two are great. And then the Weezer song with...
I love Weezer. Oh my goodness, I love Weezer. And that's when Nicole talked about Weezer, right? I love Weezer.
Yeah, all my favorite songs are slow and sad.
That's also a childhood song for me, is Buddy Holly, because it was your alarm or something, I think. Like, oh, I look just like Buddy Holly. I remember seeing that video and like I didn't get it because, and I used to think that it was like you're gonna marry like a guy named Tyler Moore. I didn't get it. And my coach's son. Okay, I'm like airing my own like little thing with Sarah, but anyway, my coach's son. Everyone like when we were younger had a crush on him. Sarah did, so I wasn't allowed to. Like I would change like I'd be like, and you marry Colin Moore.
Oh, man.
Because I just thought you were marrying a guy named Tyler Moore, which, you know, I was really young, so you have to forgive me. I was like 10 years old when I thought that.
No, the whole Mary Tyler Moore thing and Buddy Holly.
But like, I get it
Happy
now.
Days. Yeah.
I get it now. Well, so that's all that matters.
And it's okay. I mean, it's fine. But, you know, they're a great group too. AGR, we went and saw them. And then, you know, that live stream, I was telling you, I said, you know, I'm probably going to make this an album. And sure enough, it released today. You can find that wherever you stream your music. And a lot of people think that I have this, you know, aversion to that, maybe because of the way I portray this podcast about streaming. And I don't. I mean, I think it's fine that people stream music, and I love some Spotify.
What do you mean? Stream it? Like just put it up on Spotify? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, just to get the streams. A lot of, you know, the old heads that I've had on the show, you know, they might not appreciate Spotify as much. I mean,
what is wrong with you? I love Spotify. I think it's way better than Apple Music, Pandora, or anything else. Spotify is so good. You can just personalize everything so nicely. And the fact that they like do the Spotify Wrapped and everything, it makes me, even though sometimes they're not super accurate, which is a complaint they've gotten in the past, you're like, oh, I didn't even listen to that song that much, but maybe you thought you didn't and you definitely did. And it's just like a guilty pleasure and you don't want to admit it. And that's okay. It's okay. You can admit that you listen to Nicki Minaj more than you listen. You thought you did. That's a Vine, by the way, calling her Nicki Minaj. It's like, you want to go to the beach? Each Nicki Minaj. And Shane and I say that all the time.
Nicki Minaj. Well, and my day song, like the song I listen to in the mornings all the time, is More Money, More Problems by Notorious Big.
Oh my gosh.
Mace, Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy. Oh my goodness. You remember when I had those boots when I was younger, the pink ones with the heels, and Meredith and I would call the little like puff balls on the side Puff Daddies?
I remember the Puff Daddies, and I also remember the Boom Booms.
The Boom Booms and the Knuckle Sandwich.
Boom Booms is what Maura used to call fireworks.
And pom trees. I still say that.
Pom trees.
Pom trees and sketty.
Are you ready for the final question, Maura?
Is this the final question?
It's the final question. We
are you going to do the drum roll?
I'm going to do the drum roll. You ready for the drum roll?
Oh, Josh Dunn. Woo.
How has music impacted your life?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just does. I mean, I think that I would have a lot less distraction if I didn't have it.
So it holds you close to everything?
It just keeps me busy. Music keeps me busy. It keeps my mind going because I'm so ADHD. If I didn't have a song to sing in my head, I think I would go crazy.
Especially while working.
It'd be super bonkers. I don't know. It just depends on like your mood and everything, and music just goes with that. I've been in a very 60s, 70s mood recently.
Yeah, that's what you were going to talk about.
I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, so talk about that. We'll talk about how that has impacted. How about that?
How the 60s and 70s have impacted my life. Well,
Recently.
The drugs and everything has really opened up things for me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. You have to know one thing about Maura. Whenever we go to the doctor, they ask her all kinds of questions, and she doesn't answer anything. Honestly, they'll ask her.
Everything's a joke.
Everything's a joke. So when she says that about like don't have the parent coalitions or whatever come and grab her. I don't want the
parent coalition.
Well, I mean, she's 18, so she can do what she wants.
Coalitions.
But she doesn't do that kind of stuff. I just want you to know.
I don't do drugs. I only take what's prescribed. Yeah, I would say I was allergic to math and my brother, and they'd be like, "Got any weapons in the house?" And I'm like, "Yep, all automatic and fully loaded at all times." And like, I think that's okay to joke around with your doctors. If you don't have if you don't have like a cute little thing with your doctors, you clearly don't have drugs prescribed that you have to go see them every 90 days for it, and that's okay for you. But I have to go see them so I can continue to get my Ritalin.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
She's telling all of her business. Okay.
I always tell my life's an open book. I've never done anything wrong.
So 60s and 70s, are we going to do that?
60s and 70s. So I've been listening to like a few songs from the 60s and 70s, and they really just like, they get you in the mood. They're so good. Get you in a good old mood. Let's see. Oh, one song. This isn't 60s and 70s, but a song I've been obsessed with by Patti Page is Old Cape Cod. It's just so cute. It's so cute. Like, if you're fond of sand dunes on salty air, quaint little villages here and there. It's so good.
Oh my
I
goodness.
really recommend that song to everyone. Go listen to that song. The two people that are still listening, Nicole and my mom.
Yeah, they're going to come back and they're listening to this over like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking. I've been listening to Donovan a lot, which Superior Man, and the Mamas and the Papas. Oh my goodness. Dedicated to the One I Love is so good. So good. And my second favorite version of Dream a Little Dream of Me is by the Mamas and the Papas. Fun fact.
California Dreamin' is my song.
California Dreamin'. It's so good. Everything is so good by them. And also, I just found out, this is so funny, Only Murders in the Building. I watched that whole season 1. Okay, so good. Love Selena Gomez. They are so good.
Your brother does too.
I know. That's a running joke that he's in love with Selena Gomez. The poor thing can't get the stop of bullying. Anyway, King Tut is sang by the guy in that show, and I was so flabbergasted. See, I can't use normal words. Flabbergasted to hear that he sang King Tut, and I was listening to it. I was like, King Tut, married to a hoggy. Like, and Shane doesn't know what that is, and it was stuck in my head. And we were hanging out, and I was like, I want to listen to King Tut right now. He's like, what are you talking about?
Oh my goodness, he didn't know what King Tut was.
I guess not, but like, that's okay. But that was just like blew my mind. I didn't know who sang it, because you hear those songs when you're younger, and then you just like, they get stuck in your head, and until you have access to the internet, you're like, oh, I don't know who sings that.
There's a song called The Rapping Duke, and it's basically about the Duke.
Oh, cool.
John Wayne. And he's on the video. He's like, duh, 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 and he's like rapping about the Rapping Duke. And sometimes you have songs like that get into your head, like King Tut or the Rapping Duke, and people are thinking that you're making that up. Like, that's not real.
We're not making it up. Donovan, love him. And you know who else loves him?
Who?
A previous guest on the show named Nicole Watts.
She probably got you into Donovan.
She didn't get me into him. There's a song that follows her around, and I think it's Mellow Yellow. I think that's the one that follows her around. Because every time I'm with her, the song plays. Like, every single time.
Well, speaking of growing up,
it's Mellow Yellow.
Speaking of growing up, and when you're talking about Mellow Yellow and how you thinking, Mickey was Mickey Mouse, Michael Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, Michael Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I used to, wonder about Mellow Yellow, and they came out with a drink, and I'm like, oh, because of the song, I wanted to try it. Well, yeah, it's not very good.
I've never had it. So.
It's not very good. It was like,
I don't know.
It's all
Yellow
amped up to
drinks
have it.
Don't really, because they're usually like lemon or something. That doesn't sound very appetizing.
Some people out there might like it. Mellow Yellow,
when people make their babies eat lemons, I think that's really cruel. No, but last time I was with Nicole first, and we were talking about the Zodiac Killer. I'm obsessed with true crime, in case anyone was wondering. And the beauty that she thought, like the cinematic masterpiece that is the scene in the Zodiac film with Jake Gyllenhaal and the Hulk. I think it's the Hulk in it. Anyway, he's in it. And then Iron Man's in it. I think they're both in it, which I think is amazing. When I see actors that are in a movie together and they're in another movie, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're best friends. But we were talking about that scene, and I think Hurdy-Gurdy Man was playing in the car before they got attacked. The one where they were in the brown vehicle and a guy came up behind them, pulled away, and then came back and then shot them.
You got to understand who you're talking to here. I'm not as obsessed with the crime killers and all that kind of stuff like your mom and you are.
You should be, but they're all at like lovers' lanes and stuff, and they get attacked. The one that scares the crap out of me, though, is the one where they were at the river and they were having like a cute little picnic, and then the Zodiac Killer is wearing like a killer hood and comes out behind a tree or something, and she's like, I think someone's watching us, and he's like, it's okay, it's probably just some guy. And then they got hogtied and murdered.
That's a great way to end the show too.
I don't think it's ended. I think that we're still talking about murder.
Okay, because you want to do it.
I could start a true crime podcast
and you
right now. I really
should,
but it wouldn't be true crime. It wouldn't all be true crime. It would be me bantering.
It probably would
with myself.
And people would be okay with that. After 4 hours, they would be like, I need to.
This is so good. They'd probably be like, this is so good.
It takes me a whole month to listen to Maura's podcast.
Yeah, it's going to take a bunch of people. That's so funny.
Did you want to add anything else, Maura? Do you think we talked about everything in the kitchen sink, or do we need to add anything about...
Kitchen Sink is a superb 21 Pilot song, and no one thinks what I think. Nobody dreams when they blink, think things on the brink of blasphemy. I am iron shrink, think things are out for me, and my catastrophe.
To realize, if you want to know if you're a true 21 Pilots fan or not, when that one song came out on Scaled and Icy, and he was talking... in the background, we were like, that's from the first one.
Yeah,
that's from the first one.
So funny.
Yeah, and most people were like, what are you talking about, like the vessel? Like, no you are not a true fan.
No, this is why Zane doesn't like me when I talk to him about
you are not a true fan. You don't know
a fake fan.
It came from
joke.
When he was talking about the pencil and writing it down and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness. Also, Donovan's got some crazy pictures on Spotify, in case anyone was wondering. My Girlfriend is a Witch by October Country is also a 60s song. It's from 1968. And I thought, like, their album cover, they only have one cover. They only have one album, and it's not even an album, it's an EP. And they went by a bunch of names, the bands, but I found the song on TikTok. It was a big popular thing for all the little alternative girls to do with their boyfriends. It was like, I know my girlfriend is a witch. And it's a really good song. And I listened to that, and then I listened to Donovan, and then I listened to Mamas and Papas. And so good.
Like I said, usually on this show, we give such a hard time about all these other things like the old heads, and we talk about, current technology and all those types of things. But there are so many different ways now to get into music and to appreciate music and appreciate those times, and TikToks and old Vines and, YouTube and, you got Spotify and you got Apple. All these other places where you can find great music. Movies. A lot of kids get into songs from the movies, because a lot of times you guys will play songs that I've never introduced you guys to. And I'm like, where did you guys hear that? And, this movie or that show or whatever. And that's just, I think that's so cool.
There's a bunch of songs that I've gotten from like movies and shows, and TikTok especially recently has been a lot. Like, you find a lot of good music on there. I remember, Zanzibar by Billy Joel got so popular, and I was like, yeah, I know that song. And everyone's like, did you hear it on TikTok? I'm like, no, I heard it before that. I'm happy that you're listening to it.
Well, the Fleetwood Mac, when they were drinking the cranberry.
Oh my goodness. Fleetwood Mac has come back so bad for so much for everyone my age. Like, everyone's obsessed with Fleetwood Mac again, which I'm so happy for that. And all the older music is coming back. The Bee Gees, I love the Bee Gees. Everyone is listening to the Bee Gees again. Like, that's so fantastic for everyone.
Yeah, I used to love How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees.
Oh my goodness. I'll be in the car with Shane, and I just love the Bee Gees. Every song of theirs is just so calm, and it's so funky. I love it. He'll play More Than a Woman, and we'll sing it. We're like, more than a woman to me.
That soundtrack has just been released as like going, diamond, platinum, or whatever.
And
the
it's
biggest
probably
thing
because
is.
the little TikTok kitties. I tell
Probably
you
so.
what, they're so good. So good. Oh, and one that just came back super big for Halloween was like, because it's a super popular song. Somebody's Watching Me. All the little like people on TikTok love that song. And I love that song too. But then I was like, oh my goodness, this song seriously is so good. Like when it's popular again, you're just like, oh yeah. Like you just get more appreciation for it, I guess.
And most people don't realize who's singing backup on that song.
I know. MJ's in the back.
MJ's in the back with somebody's watching me. I got no privacy. Oh. Yeah, that's MJ. That's a Michael.
Yeah, but the part that got popular was like, I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Oh, hell, I pay the price. Like, all I want is to be left alone.
Yeah, he is.
So good.
He's Motown son.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my old boss, Norman from the skating rink. He owned the skating rink. He would drop in, and I was his favorite. That's self-proclaimed, but anyway, he called me Sunshine, and he would tell me, because we would talk about music all the time, he brought me an Eagles CD too, because we would always talk about music. He always told me how good my music taste was. We would talk about how he saw all the Motown people live, and he saw all, like, the 4 together, all of the Beatles together. He saw the Beatles.
Oh, man.
That's just a little dream for me. Oh, my gosh. I have to talk about this. I know we're at, like, 5 hours and 25 minutes and 32 seconds, but I need to talk about this. I had a dream that I was one of the Beatles, and we were driving on motorcycles across Europe to go to our next tour.
Which Beatle were you?
I was Paul, duh.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, he's my favorite Beatle because he's just so precious with his big fat eyes. He's still killing it. I really appreciate that. And I would say that John Lennon would be my favorite, but I'm not really like that. I'd say that probably Ringo's my second favorite. No, I love Paul. He's always been my favorite, but I think I'm also a little biased because I saw him live. Like we all saw him live, which Nicole, I was sitting with Nicole. You were sitting with your wifey or whatever. We were sitting opposite sides of the theater or whatever, the arena or whatever. We saw John Paul Jones, which is the father of the Navy, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. And Ayla, her daughter, fell asleep, and I thought that was so funny. And I was wearing my Demi Lovato Disney collection from Target shirt and capris to go see my man Paul.
Paul has some great stories. If you ever get a chance to go see Paul, go see him live. He has some
so good.
Awesome stories in his songs.
He also makes you feel like you're besties. I remember someone was holding up a sign in the pit, because when you see older artists, the pit is never actually a pit. They have like fold out chairs because the oldies are there.
We got to sit down.
Yeah, you all got to sit down. Your knees and your hips have all been operated on, so you all have to sit. I'm not being a hater, I promise. Someone's holding up a sign they made, which no one does anymore, by the way. Have you noticed that? No one makes signs anymore.
That is true.
I should make a sign and be like, hey, it's my birthday, even if it's not, and be like, tell me happy birthday, Tyler Joseph, please. I love you.
And
but someone was holding up a sign. It was like, should I name my dog Penny Lane or Abbey Road? And I was like, Penny Lane, duh. And I think he picked Penny Lane. I'm not so sure, but I thought that was so cute and quirky. Such a cute little bonding moment. He makes you feel like you're besties, and I think it's because drugs or something.
He does really have a way to connect with the audience.
Yeah, and that's like what I was saying with AJR and 21 Pilots. Roger Waters, I think he's just like a great performer. It's like going to see a play when you watch him, just because it's such like a performance. Like it's not just him up there on stage. It's like, oh, he's got a big like pig floating around, or oh, he's got a big prism lit up with lights and a rainbow coming towards my face, or he's got a thing that was built in the middle of the stadium. I don't even remember.
That came down with like animals, and that was showing different pictures. It showed the whole,
so crazy.
The whole basically power plant.
Yeah, the power plant. So that's more like watching a play. But all those artists have like such a great way with connecting with the audience, and you feel like you're besties. And I left AJR thinking that we were like best friends.
Yeah, and they did have a really good way of connecting with the audience. They made you feel like you were part of the show, and we were in the pits for that one too.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you can go back to the cheap seats once you are sitting in the pits.
No. And I get it, because I remember like thinking Sarah was like snobby or something because she saw a bunch of bands in the pits when she was younger. And she liked some hardcore artists along with her little Billie Eilish and Phineas. Her softer side has come through as we've aged. But she used to go and see Marilyn Manson and Guar, and she still sees John 5, I know, and she saw In This Moment, which I actually really like that band. I think that they have really good songs. They're hardcore, but not that bad.
Well,
but
and her mom
they have a female lead singer for like one of the only lead singers for heavy metal, which I think is super rad. But she saw all those artists in like mosh pits and whatever. And then I was like, you want to go see this concert with me? We're going to be like up in the nosebleed. She's like, I can't be in the nosebleed. Girl.
Yeah, her mom has a picture, or used to have a picture on her Facebook page of
them covered
Sarah.
in guar blood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The guar fake blood.
She used to tell me the stories, and I was like, oh, and like thinking that's normal. That's not normal.
And a lot of people don't realize, they might be listening to a podcast, but Guar is a local band, started in VCU.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't.
Dressing up in the costumes and everything.
Jason Mraz was local. He lived in Mechanicsville, and so was that kid in 13 Reasons Why. Kid with the pictures.
Oh, yeah, and Dave Matthews, too.
Oh, yeah.
They're local as
Band.
well.
That guy passed away in 2020 in July. I remember going to do my senior pictures. Or was it July? I believe it was.
Well,
July
and
or August.
One of the record stores around here, Plan 9, is celebrating 40 years. Lead singer, well, not the lead singer, one of the members from Guar, because I think the lead singer passed away.
He did pass away, and there's this video of him singing Good Night Moon, and it's so funny. And Sarah and I remember watching that. We would watch that, and then I've seen every single Marilyn Manson interview. Because of Sarah.
Because of
obsessed.
her.
I know his ex-wife, Dita Von Teese. I know what he carried in his pocket, and it was a golden knife or golden switch knife or something like that. Well, way too much.
Well, Guar, one of the members from Guar brought flowers to the people at
that's so
Plan 9.
cute.
Yeah.
They're so wholesome. Like, that's what you notice. Like, you go to those concerts, the hardcore concerts, and everyone takes care of each other or whatever because they have, like, this rule that it's hardcore, but it's fun. Like, you have to take care of each other. You don't want to get hurt.
Yeah,
exactly. So if you fall, like, you got this kid covered in tattoos and his face is full of piercings and he's, like, jumping up and down and his hair is, like, long and dyed, but like, box black dye or whatever, and he's helping you up and he's like, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. Do
you remember the movie about Empire Records?
Empire Records, no.
Well, in that movie, your mom's little favorite was watching or daydreaming, and I think he fell asleep like watching the TV, and he was daydreaming about Guar in that
That's
movie.
So funny. Yeah, the lead singer, Sarah's mom got his like autograph or something because one year they threw like slime, like green slime, and her father, Dave, and Jamie's her mom. But they went to Guar. They got covered in like green stuff and they met him, I think, and got his autograph. Just super cool. And it's super sad when, like people pass away, like famous people that you've met because, you feel a personal connection. It's like losing a friend, especially when they have a big influence on your life, which is super emo. But
yeah, that is true. Well, I think maybe it might be at the end, you think? Is that all you want to say?
I could keep talking for 5 hours.
We could keep going. So people are going to listen to this podcast over a span of 5 months.
They're going to be done.
They're going to skip that one. They'll be like, man, that's an hour and 40 minutes. That's too long. I don't know if I can listen to that whole thing.
It's too much. My dad, when his intro plays, we can hear it, and he plays the air drums. It's really embarrassing, and I just want him to know that. I'm not embarrassed of him, but for him, I think that he needs to be that.
I'm just so excited, one, for the show, and then two, that Year of October, who is a band out of Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. Super rad.
Did the intros for me. So I just appreciate that. And they just sound so great. They're just so rocking.
Cool. Oh, rocking. You're so
rocking. Rocking and rolling.
Oh, ew. No, they're super cool. I think it's so funny that they that's so random that they did this for you. In my opinion, it's just you don't think of, bands doing little intros for podcasts. And I just think it's so cool that they did that for you.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Time out of their day.
So rocking.
So rocking.
Styling and profiling.
Their intro back. They're going to take it back.
They probably will.
They probably need to now.
I know. Now they're like.
Now that you said rocking.
The kid is cheesy.
I can't do it. Oh my gosh.
All right, well, we're going to say goodbye. Thanks for going under the...
Wait, hold on. I want to give some recommendations. I'm going to do song recommendations. It's going to be my thing. It's going to be my thing, which sets me apart from other people.
While you're looking for that, tell us the local record store that you attend or that you like to go to.
The last one I went to was Plan 9. I don't remember their names. That's so bad. You know that one that's a little hidden in a cubby and it's got all the posters on the wall and they have the cute little postcards and there's no AC and it's really hot and we always seem to go during the summer.
Deep Groove,
yeah. I like that one. The one that closed down that had Blue Bones in it.
Steady Sounds.
I loved Steady Sounds. That was probably my favorite one and I'm sad. But Plan 9 I'd probably go to the most because, it's right there in Carytown. It's easy to walk to. Hard to park, easy to walk to.
They always have some great little treasures in Plan 9.
I know.
Song recommendations.
Just ones that I've been listening to a lot. Just the Two of Us. Superb song. I listened to the whole thing. And it's like 1 million minutes long.
Will Smith?
No, by Grover Washington.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Grover Washington Jr. Dream by the Pied Pipers, which is superb. These Foolish Things by Lester Young. It is just jazz. So good. Shane and I have both been listening to Heart and Soul by Hoagie Carmichael. So good. Anything by Fats Waller, but I like Two Sleepy People. I would say that's my favorite. Also by him, Ain't Misbehavin', which is so good. He's just, so good.
There's a Heart and Soul title by Tapau. T-P-A-U.
What?
You should check that one out. Heart and Soul by Tapau.
Oh.
T-P-A-U.
Cool. I didn't even talk about how much I listened to like stuff from my time, like 2010s and stuff in 2000s. I didn't even talk about that, but that's okay. I'm done.
All right, so we're out.
Yeah, we can go now.
Okay.
I'm done. You've been under the influence by DJ Johnny Bravo.
Thanks for going under the musical influence of today's guest, Maura Korusek, on Under the Influence with DJ Johnny Bravo. Go under the influence on Instagram at DJJONNIBRAVO_under the influence. Please subscribe to Under the Influence with DJ Johnny Bravo, where you listen to your podcasts. I'm Johnny Bravo. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Hey, I have an Instagram too. I'm at Maura Korusek. It's MAURAKORUSEK. My last name's Polish, so forgive me. Thank you.
I'm Johnny Bravo.
Maura Korusek.
I'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Halloween and Happy Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving. Did I say that one?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
No longer under the influence with DJ Johnny Bravo. Until next week.